How's everybody doing tonight? So tonight I am going to talk about Quiet Carry Knives, which is a brand that is kind of newer to me. I picked this Drift C up. I guess it's been about 2 or 3 months now, and man, I've been hooked since I got it. Um, you know, great little size for EDC. Little contoured handles, amazing pocket clip, this really cool knurling, Vanex blade steel, LC200N lock bar insert, best pocket clip in the business. Super deep carry, everything's rounded, chamfered. The whole knife is rounded, chamfered. There's no sharp edges on here. It's just executed really well. The deployment's excellent as well. You got the reverse flick, which is good. Thumb flick is good if you're not on the lock bar. It does take a little bit getting used to, especially with the little guy, because you don't want to be on the lock bar. It works really good left-handed, ironically. Left-handed I can manipulate these knives super easy, especially with this pointer finger. It just flips right open. Anyway, excellent knives, top tier quality, like equal to Riot, like a Riot Sharp Eye Design collab. They're like that level of execution. They drop, it just drops. Boom. I mean, it's just beautiful. So I like this one, and I wanted something a little bit bigger because I like a medium to, I don't know if you'd call this a large size knife, but it pretty much is a full size knife. 3.4-inch blade. This guy's 5 ounces. This guy's a little over 3. So if you're looking for a lighter weight knife, the Drift C would be right up your alley. But there's something about this guy here. I mean, if you're looking for a knife in this price range and you're worried about, okay, am I going to feel like I got what I paid for? You will feel like you got what you paid for if you buy a Quiet Carry. The quality is top notch. The execution is really nice. Lock bar access is great. The lockup is solid. There's no blade play. It's smooth. There's no pivot lash or detent lash or anything like that. It's got a nice clicky detent, Yeah, it's just great. It's a great knife to just fidget with, to be honest with you. But I picked up some skiffs for it, and I got this one second. This one was on the Blade Bench, and it was pretty reasonable. It was under $300. About a little over $100 off. So I really like this one, and I wanted to see what the gray one looked like. So I picked this guy up. This is called an Anchor Gray. This is my user, so I might sharpen, carry this one. I've sharpened this one up, put a nice mirror on it. Took off as little material as humanly possible with the TS Prof and some resin diamond stones. And it came out really nice. All 3 of these are Vanex, by the way. And they all have similar features. They're saltwater, corrosion resistant saltwater knives, basically. If you go on the website, these are under the saltwater section. So if you live in a climate or an area that your knives are prone to rusting, these would be right up your alley too. But we're going to skiff this guy right now. So let me get these 2 out of the way. And I'll set them off to the side. I'll probably just skiff this one, but we'll see how it goes. And this guy takes this is what the Skiff LCT takes. Large contour titanium. And it's on Skiff's website as well. And then this is what the Drift C takes, the smaller one, which 15 balls on that little bitty race. That's pretty cool. All right, let's get into this guy. All right, y'all can judge me if you want, but I don't like to scratch up my hardware. So I am going to put a little bit of cellophane over the screw. I have bought many knives and I've scratched many knives, and I don't want to do that if I can help it. And this is a good way to keep from doing that. Okay. Okay, and then we got one more. These are all T8s, by the way. Really nice. You don't even have to change any. Make sure I'm in there good. Oh, that one was kind of kind of loose anyway. Shit. Okay. Maybe it's a good thing maybe it's a good thing I'm doing this. Okay, body screw. Come on. Pocket clip screw. Let me disengage this real quick. There we go. Pivot screw. All right, let's get this guy open. Let's set her down. You know what I did forget? Something. Let me grab it real quick. So I'm going to talk a little bit about these knives. While I'm doing this, I might as well. I haven't really been buying a whole lot of knives because this guy's kind of got me a little bit spoiled, you know? I mean, they're very nice. And I haven't been compelled to purchase much else. The only other knife I've bought since I got this guy, other than Quiet Carry, was the Voodoo Doll, Null Knives Voodoo Doll. Because I had the Raiden, and I liked it, but it had some things that I didn't like about it. It definitely had double clutch. So pretty substantial double clutch, actually. And it bothered me. Plus, it wasn't very comfortable. I can say the Voodoo Doll is definitely more comfortable. This has ceramic cage bearings and like polyurethane cage, and it's super smooth right out of the box. And it also has ceramic washers, which I've never seen in a knife before. I don't want to get all that. I kind of want to keep that the way it is. I don't know if they're going to cooperate. Oh no. Gotta be right here. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Whew. Okay. You know what? I'm going to do something different rather than get that washer out because it's not coming out. But they use ceramic washers, which I've never, like I said, I've never seen before on a knife. They're always metal. Ceramic is harder and probably smoother. So clean that guy out a little bit. I could really take it all apart. I probably should, but I'm just going to clean it up. You can see I've been carrying this guy and using the crap out of it. It's a cardboard destroyer. It's super thin blade stock, and it took a wicked edge. So, okay, clean all this up. Boom. All right, now let's get this guy back together. All right, so this takes these 5mm 12-ball skiffs. Like I said, this knife really doesn't need these per se. The stock bearings are really good. Action's very smooth. So we'll see how it is with these, if it's any better. Or in rare instances, it doesn't, almost makes it not as good. But I don't think that'll be the case with this guy. So. You know what? Let's do this too. Captive pivot on this guy. There we go. Nice tight tolerances. Put a little drop of heavy in that detent hole. There we go. That's a little much. So I'm using heavy for the detent ball and hole. And then I'm using just the regular KPL for the bearings. Okay, get this guy here cleaned up in here. It just doesn't want to come out. We're going to roll with it. We're going to roll with it. If I was not doing a video, I'd probably take more time, but I don't want you guys here all day watching me clean up bearings and clean out washers. So I'll just do the best I can, and we'll go with it. Yeah, so these knives, like I said, they're not cheap, but I really do believe you're getting what you pay for here. And the design of the knives, both these knives are excellent. They're well thought out. You can tell that the designer knew what he was doing. I have no idea who the designer is for Quiet Carry. I'm assuming it's an in-house designer. I don't know that they do collaborations. Maybe they do, but whoever it is, you can tell they're a knife guy or gal, for sure. Because, like I said, all the little details are just sorted out perfectly. All right, let's get this back together. Obviously, it's, well, I don't want to jinx it, but not a very complicated knife. Oh, yeah, let me get that. Did I do that already? I'll do it again just in case. You know what? I got these little Q-tips on Amazon, and they're awesome for knife stuff. Get a little bit on there. We'll just put a little bit on that ball. Okay, perfect. All right, let's see if this thing goes back together nice and smooth. It came apart nice and smooth. Little gunky. Yeah, this is going to be one of my longer videos, but anytime I do an assembly or disassembly, it's going to take a little while because I don't edit my videos, which is something I probably should be doing. Okay. All right, let's get this body screw in first. Okay, there we go. Let's make sure everything is lined up really nice, and it is. Okay, this did fall out. So this is the other end of that Chicago screw. And it does have only one way it can go in. I was trying not to. There we go. Excellent. Okay. I might just put just a tiny bit of Loctite on the pivot itself, the pivot screw. Okay, let's get this guy nice and tight. Okay, perfect. Let's get this guy nice and tight as well. Perfect. All right. Almost done here. Anyway, I can't recommend these particular knives enough. These are made in Taiwan, from everything I understand. So if something being made in China bothers you, these are not made in China to my understanding. I'll show you what I'm doing. Instead of doing it off camera, that would make sense. That is probably a little too much. I'm just going to get a little bit on there, not a whole lot. There we go. So if y'all have any Quiet Carry knives, leave me some comments. Let me know what you think about them. Let me know if you're, enjoying them as much as I am. This could be my EDC for, if I only had to keep one, this could be it easily, and I'd be pretty happy with it. It's one of the best. It's one of the best knives that I own. And I've owned some nice knives from Wee and a bunch of Riot stuff, some Best Tech stuff as well. I've also got some Microtech, Spyderco, Benchmade. I've got one Benchmade, which is more than enough. Okay, I want it tight, but not too tight. Let's see how the action is on this guy. Nice and smooth. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Skiffs definitely didn't make it worse. Yeah, that's real nice. All right, done deal. Am I going to do the little guy? Maybe I'll do that at another time. I do have the bearings, though. I could just pop it. Yeah, I'll do that later. All right, this video is already creeping up there towards 20 minutes. But anyway, at any rate, I just wanted to kind of talk about these quiet carry knives a little bit while I was doing this bearing swap. Let you guys know what I think about them. I think if you're looking to purchase a blade in this price range, I don't think you can go wrong with these guys. This is in stock, sold out. But they come back in stock periodically. So if you just keep your eye on his website, I think Quiet Carry website is the only place you can get them. I've never seen them at any retailers or anything like that. I could be wrong about that, but personally, I've never seen them there. I've only seen them on Quiet Carry's website. And obviously, you can get them sometimes on the secondary market like I did with this guy here. But yeah, thank you all for joining me tonight. I know it was kind of a long one, but I wanted to get some new bearings in this guy. And then, maybe I'll do another video and throw some bearings in the Drift C. That's pretty cool that they crammed 15 bearings in that little bitty race. So I'm sure the action will be a little bit better with those guys. At any rate, thank you all for joining me tonight. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe if you want. I do some knife videos from time to time. And I'm always messing around with them, whether it's sharpening them or selling them, opening them, unboxing them, all that kind of good stuff. But y'all take care out there. Y'all have a wonderful night. Bye now.